Well, welcome at Bluebird Guitar Straps. This is our line, and we're today at Vintage Veenendal, where we're showcasing our guitar straps, all handmade in the Netherlands. We have the vintage. These are all jacquards from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. This is our custom line, jacquards that we can weave ourselves. And those are the standards, which are more like polyester nylon. Those can be made on request. These we have to make by ourselves, by our weaving company. Those cards are no longer made, so once they are sold, they're gone forever. We have different colors. There are some artist related, like the Zeppelin, Eric Clapton, Peter Frampton, Jeff Beck, Elvis Presley, Richie Kotzen, of course Jimi Hendrix, Johnny Cash, David Bowie, another Jimi Hendrix. There is the John Mayer, and these lines will expand themselves, so we get more and more.
And you have a website, right?
Sure, we have.
Do you ship internationally?
We ship worldwide.
All right.
The web shop is bluebirdguitarstraps.nl. If there is a strap that it was previously sold, but it's still listed there, you can contact us, and 9 out of 10 times we are able to remake it. So take your pick.
Well, first of all, why I make the single cups is because I worked at a store and I was that Gibson is the bomb. Until I touched the Gibson, and it was over pretty quick. Because it was for, well, you know what I'm talking about. Actually don't like the guitar, but a lot of people love the guitar. So, and in the end, you need to make money, and everybody making Strats and Tellys. Of course I make my own models, but this is what pays the bills. So let's be honest.
How many years are you working as a guitar maker?
Since 2011, I started to do professionally. Before that, I was a repairman and setup guy, and
nice.
And building, but commercially, then I started to do the Strats and Tellys. And my specialization, of course, in the aging, because I love the aging.
I'll get a bit closer.
You cannot even see it on. It's always the hard part to capture. Like they all start out as a real burst, like you can see. That's why I took off the cover.
Faded cherry.
So it's all faded, real faded, not spray it like this, but faded like this. And you can see this one has a little bit less sun compared to this one, so it's little. You can also see when you turn it. There's always, like in limbo, there's a hint of the burst, which you you cannot spray that. So for me, that's the fun, aging it, because when you know how to build a guitar, then you know, rinse and repeat.
What about your own model?
It was a bit inspired. I made a guitar that was called the Buffalo. That is on the production by B&G. That was more on my type of SG, but I hate SGs. So that was funny, and that evolved to this. So kind of the single cut vibe with the top carve, and but this is a prototype, yeah. Again, the guitar players are conservative, so they want this, but yeah. I don't care what I make.
No, it's a really nice guitar. I like the shape of it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello everybody, a quick shout out to Bluebird Guitar Straps for sponsoring this video, and moreover they gave us this guitar strap that will go in a giveaway to one of you. Please check the link in the description below to enter the giveaway.
What we have here is a whole collection of Rory Gallagher stuff. Rory Gallagher gear that I collected over the past 10 years. So there's some amps, some guitars, an organ, some tool posters, stuff like that. I try to make a collection of, anything played on the stage during his life. What I do is have some exhibitions like this at the Vintage Guitar Festival, but also if there's a Rory Gallagher tribute concert anywhere in Europe, I might travel there and throw a few guitars or amps on the stage, so people who can play can really play them out if they want to try. So then with the Fox, which is a really cool piece. I just started selling that, and that's because it's his number 2 amp, Fox amp. The number 1 is the one you always see on the stage, and this was his backup amp. So even at the, I don't know, there's somewhere a sticker on the behind of it saying Fox number 2. So if number 1 wasn't working, or if he needed 2 for the volume on the stage, this would be the one. And actually, what the nice thing is, but then you have to come over here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, is that the amp settings are still here with the masking tape. So yeah, if you plug it in now, because it's still working, I had it revised. If you plug it in now, and you just choose the channel and use these settings,
Whoa.
you probably just sound like Rory Gallagher.
No, I need better hands for that.
Me too. So that's the Fox. Just a small thing that I wanted to show you.
Yeah, for sure.
Is the silver disc that was presented to Lou Martin, you know, the piano, the keyboard player, for what I think the best live album ever, Irish Tour 74. So I was really lucky to find this one on the UK eBay. Couldn't believe my eyes. And it's now hanging at my bedroom wall. Okay, on with the Roland Cube. This is a nice one because it was the dressing room, so the backstage amp for Rory. So before he wanted to, before he started the show, he had to warm up, of course. And this thing has seen the whole world, from Japan to the USA, anywhere, from like 81 on, till his untimely death in 95. So this one doesn't look like much, but it actually is, I think, one of the most special parts of the collection.
Yeah, it is. And it's like a 12-inch, right?
Yeah,
it's a full 12-inch speaker.
Yeah. And there's a photo of Rory with the practice amp. And if you see on the photo, if you take the other side of the amp, the sticker is still on there.
912.
So then, a few weeks ago, there was a Dutch Rory Gallagher tribute that I'm one of the organizers of.
Okay.
And well, I brought some of the Rory Gallagher stuff, and there was an Australian guy, friend of mine, Patrick, and he handed me this overdrive pedal, which was Rory's as well. He bought that at the auction last year at Bonhams. Also, the settings are still on there, and I managed to find a few photos from the '82 Rock Palace concert, and Rory's actually using that pedal in that concert. Yeah, I collected these guitars over the past about 10 years. This was the first one, Diatone, that I managed to buy. And this one is really special as it was especially built for Rory in Japan. And when he did his last shows in Japan in '91, it was gifted to him. And here's Rory playing that guitar on stage in Kawasaki, Japan, '91. And it's a one-off, as it was a prototype, so it's the only one like this.
And in a very, very good condition.
It is, yeah. And because it was at the later stage of his career, of course, he probably didn't play it that much, but you can tell if you look at it closely that it has been played well anyway. So then the Strat, built by the man himself, Rory built that one himself, together with his friend Dave Edwards, also a musician from London. And it's mainly built of Marty Mine parts, so the body is Marty Mine, the other pickups as well. This is the Marcia prototype pickup and a really cool pickup configuration. And these are the normal selector type, but if you want to add this one, you have to pull the middle button up to just add that one. So really nice one as well. Yeah, and then my favorite guitar of the collection, the Paul Bart guitar. It looks a bit like a Rickenbacker. It's a really old one from '58. So yeah, really getting old now, and yeah, it's just an amazing guitar. Sound-wise, people who can play such a guitar on stage, I tend to lend it to people to have a go at it, and it's amazing. And why it's historically important is because of the electric pickup for guitar was actually invented by two persons, Mr. Beauchamp and Paul Bart, both working at Rickenbacker. So it's also a guitar of some historic importance. And this one has been exhibited in the Irish National Museum for some time when there was an exhibition on electric guitars.
Nice.
So yeah.
A really lovely collection, man. I really like it, and I like the banner too.
Thank you.
When you started?
Oh, I started, well, Unquendor Guitars, making guitars has always been a childhood dream of mine. When I was a kid, I always wanted to build guitars, but I didn't know how, I didn't know where and where I'm from. It wasn't really an option, so it took me years to start building guitars, and yeah, once I started building my first guitar, I never stopped making guitars. I designed my own models and started making guitars, and now a couple of years later, here we are.
Well, can you get us through like your models a bit?
Yeah, we'll start with this model. This is the first guitar I designed. This model I designed, this is my Nessa model. It's an 80s Super Strat inspired guitar. Clearly 80s inspired. Then we have my single cut model, and this is, if you would slap a Les Paul and a Telecaster together, this is what you end up with, in my style. And those two are my original models I started out with. And then I have my Reimagined series. It's guitars inspired by well-known brands, well-known models, like the Westone Pantera. It's my version of a Westone Pantera, which was my first guitar, the real first good guitar I bought. And then my latest model is a Gibson Firebird inspired guitar model called the Phoenix. And yeah, this is the latest one in the lineup.
Nice, really nice. So, do you have a website or something that people can find you?
Yeah, I have a website. It's Unquendor Guitars, unquendor-guitars.nl, or you can search Unquendor Guitars and you get to my YouTube page where I show how all these guitars are made with some more explanation.
Great. Thank you very much for checking the video and enter the giveaway to win this strap.